No matter who you are or what kind of work you're doing right now, this is your path to financial security and lasting success. Hey, your LinkedIn profile is looking great. You've got the title, the income, the makings of a personal brand, maybe even the business you once dreamed about. But let's be honest, in the back of your mind, there's a question you just can't shake. How do I stay valuable in a world with AI? Because here's the reality. Entire industries are being reshaped. Job cuts are accelerating. Business owners are realizing that the old ways of growing aren't enough anymore. And the traditional career ladder, it certainly doesn't guarantee safety like it used to. And that's why this video mattered. By the end of this video, you'll know the 4-step process to future-proof your income and your success no matter what kind of work you're doing right now. And it's the same path I used when I left software sales to focus on the kind of value I actually wanted to create for the next decade. If you're a woman who takes your growth, fulfillment, and sustainable success seriously, stick with me. This might be the most important shift you make for your future. Now, with several extreme pivots throughout my 20s, I very much lived through this early career crisis before we were really even talking about AI. I left finance to start a travel tech company, which was wound down during the pandemic, to take leadership roles within other tech companies, to then jump into software sales, to play it safe and work some easy hours for some great money while my husband and I were starting our family. The pace was fast, the expectations were high, the hours were reasonable, and the opportunities seemed endless. So on paper, it really looked like success. The title, the income, the commission checks, the growth opportunities. But here's what I couldn't ignore. I was spending all my energy chasing quotas and doing busy work that had very little to do with the kind of value I actually wanted to create in the world. And at the same time, I could see how quickly the landscape was changing. AI, automation, constant innovation, they were all reshaping industries right in front of my face. And I kept asking myself, what's gonna make me truly valuable 10 years from now? And that's kind of when it hit me. The only real safety net in today's world is mastery. Not being a generalist at 20 things, not being good enough to keep a corporate job until burnout or job cuts, but becoming exceptional at the work that lights me up and creates undeniable value. So I made a decision. I left software sales to devote myself to the work I actually wanted to master. Coaching, speaking, inspiring transformation, helping motivated, hardworking women build lives and careers and businesses that fuel their income and their personal fulfillment, allowing more women to love their work and generate wealth without exhaustion, without neglecting their loved ones in the process. I wanted to become the mom that was building an impactful 7-figure business from the comfort of home without denying my children of my presence. It's obviously not the easy path, but it's the right one for me. And now my 30-hour work weeks are the most impactful and fulfilling of my career because I'm not chasing the next title or trying to keep up with all the internal company changes. I'm creating value that will matter for the next decade and beyond, because mastery makes you future-proof. So this is why I believe that mastery is the only security. Industries shift. Algorithms change. Entire job categories disappear. But if you've mastered something that's deeply valuable to humans, a skill in your zone of genius, you'll never run out of opportunities. Your experience, your expertise, your love for something that matters, that energy, that's what makes your income future-proof. And without mastery, you'll always feel a little bit replaceable. You can worry about AI or younger talent outpacing you, and you're always chasing instead of creating. But with mastery, you're the obvious choice. You control when and how you pivot. You create stability by being undeniably excellent. Every skill you go deep on multiplies your value forever. Each one gives you unshakable confidence because it's backed by genuine passion and eventually results. Freedom to allow you to pivot when you want to, not when you're forced to. And pricing power because expertise holds value. So just like invested money compounds over time, invested mastery compounds your opportunities, your income, and your long-term fulfillment. Angela Duckworth, author of Grit, said it really well. Our potential is one thing, what we do with it is quite another. So ask yourself, what do I love enough to keep getting better at for years? What's my zone of genius? The thing I do better than most people without even trying? What skill, if I became exceptional at it, would change everything for my career or my business? That's where you want to go deep. Now, if you are still in your 20s, my recommendation is to prioritize experimenting. Do lots of things to learn about yourself and figure out what you love. The corporate world is great for that. Working for other people is great for that. Do the experimenting. Find the things you love. Just remember that long term, if you try to dabble in 10 directions, you master nothing. So pick one focus at a time. Ask yourself, if I could only become exceptional at one skill this year, what would I enjoy getting better at? And could it have significant long-term payoffs? And that's your one thing. Now here's my 4-step formula to build future-proof mastery. Step 1, visualize future you. Visualize your future self delivering excellence at the highest level. Ask yourself, what do I actually want to be world class at? Step 2, identify the skills. Identify 1 to 2 core skills that would make that vision inevitable. This is your zone of genius, the thing that you do better than most, the thing that you'd love to keep sharpening for years. Step 3, practice, practice, practice. Carve out deep work time each week to practice, refine, and learn. Use every resource available to you. Books, courses, mentors, free content online, go to YouTube, and commit to getting better, not just busier. In the words of Bob Proctor, we are here for expansion and fuller expression. Wanting more is a very natural part of being a human on this earth. And step 4, measure what matters. Reflect monthly. Consistency compounds. The more you measure and refine, the faster you'll grow into the expert that you're meant to be. Step 4, measure what matters. Reflect monthly. Consistency compounds. The more you measure and refine, the faster you'll grow into the expert you're meant to be. And I personally love Layla Hormozi's approach to goal achievement based on measuring inputs rather than outcomes. Inputs are controllable, and if your inputs are consistent, eventually you'll get the results you're seeking. So let's quickly recap the 4 steps to future-proof your income and fulfillment. Step 1, visualize future you. Visualize your future self. What's the thing you want to be exceptional at? Step 2, identify the skills. Choose 1 to 2 core skills that make the vision inevitable. Step 3, practice, practice, practice. Set time aside each week for deep work on those skills. This is where the growth happens. And step 4, measure what matters. Track your inputs, stay consistent, and let the compound effect do the rest. Earl Nightingale famously said, "Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish. The time will pass anyway." So remember this. Visualize future you, identify the skills, practice, 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 and measure what matters. If you stay focused on those 4 steps, you'll never have to wonder whether you're valuable in this changing world, because you'll be creating undeniable value every single day. Now, if you're successful, but you're stuck or you're stalled, craving clarity on what to do next and how to stay valuable in this world, I can help. In my Sustainable Success Coaching, we'll define your zone of genius to keep sharpening, design your next chapter, and remove any roadblocks keeping you stalled so you can create a future-proof career or business that fuels both your income and your personal fulfillment. Now book a free clarity call today, even if you're not ready to invest in our time together just yet. Just speaking your thoughts out loud will bring you clarity. Remember, the old formula of work hard, stay loyal, climb the ladder doesn't guarantee safety anymore. The only true security is mastery. When you commit to getting better at what you love most, you future-proof your value, your income, and your fulfillment. Thank you so much for watching. If you give this video a like, you'll be letting YouTube or LinkedIn know that there's something here worth watching, and make sure to catch the rest of this series to learn how to turn your mastery into fulfillment and sustainable success. And I will see you in the next video.